So interpolation and polynomial approximation. Here we will discuss the methods. What is the meaning of, first of all, we will discuss that what is the meaning of interpolation. Then we will discuss that how to get the interpolation or approximation polynomial. Actually, interpolation and your polynomial approximation means by using this interpolation method, you have to find out the one polynomial. That polynomial is the approximation because we are doing the numerical methods. To do this interpolation method, there are two methods we will discuss here. One is called your Lagrange method, one is called your Newton method. So first of all, we have to discuss what is the meaning of interpolation. Then we will go for what is the procedure. There are two. One is Lagrange, one is Newton. Okay. So come to the first of all interpolation. What is the meaning of interpolation? Now, in a simple way, I have written here, just see that the process of finding a curve passing through the points, there are a data set is given to you. The number of points are given to you. From that points, you have to find out a curve. That procedure is called your interpolation. I have told to you that first of all, we have to know what is the meaning of interpolation. So that's why here the some data points are given to you, some coordinates is given to you with respect to data points. By joining that data points, you have to plot a curve. Then whatever the curve you are getting, that curve is called your interpolating curve, and the curve whatever is passing through that one, that procedure whatever you are doing to find that curve, that is called your interpolation. For example, late you are having 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here. The coordinate of first point is given to you, second coordinate of second point is given to you, you know, and third and fourth, all the coordinate is known to you. If you have to join these points, then whatever the curve you are getting, that procedure how to get that curve, that is called your interpolation. And the curve whatever you are getting here, that is called your interpolating curve. So the same thing it is written here, just see that interpolation is a procedure for estimating a value between the known values of data points. Already I have told to you, there are some points are given to you, that points are called data points. From that you have to find out a curve. It is done by first determining a polynomial that gives the exact value at the data point. Then using that polynomial, calculate the values between the points. So what happened here in the interpolation, that whatever the data point is given to you, what you have to do, first step you have to do that whatever the data points are given to you, from that data points you extract a polynomial. So whatever the data points are given to you, from that by using, sorry, 1 second, by using that data point you have to find out a polynomial. Now, how to get that polynomial, that can be done by the two methods. One is called your Lagrange polynomial, one is called your Newton polynomial. So that's why I have told you there are two procedures we have to study one by one. So by using any one method, by using Lagrange polynomial or by using Newton polynomial, you have to get one polynomial. From that polynomial, you have to put the x values with respect to that x values, whatever the polynomial px you are getting, that point you have to do the curve on that. So same thing is written here. You have to get a polynomial for calculating the values here. Okay. So that is the meaning of your interpolation. Now, so it is same again, another definition, interpolation as a procedure in which mathematical formula is used to present a given data points such that the formula gives the exact value of data points estimate between the points. That already I have told to you, that data points are given to you. From that you have to extract a polynomial. From that polynomial you have to extract the curve. How to do that one, that we will discuss one by one. But that procedure is called your interpolation procedure, and the curve whatever you are getting here, that is called your interpolating curve. Okay, all of you clear up to this one? What is the meaning of interpolation? All of you have some idea? Yes. Please do response. Why you are not responding? I don't know. Yes. Am I? I'm not audible to you or what? Am I audible to you? Yes or no? I'm not audible to you, anyone? You are replying Asutosh Mishra, but
Hello. Hello.
yes, now it is audible.
No, ma'am. It is audible to me, but to them, it is not audible.
Hmm. No, whatever I
Voice
have.
is cracking a bit. Hello? Hello, am I
Yes,
audible?
ma'am.
Ha,
Your
ha.
Ma'am, lagging. Ma'am, your
Yes,
voice is
ma'am.
somewhat lagging. We are telling up from that time, ma'am. We are replying.
Oh no, oh, that's why I'm telling you. I have no. Your voice is not audible to me. That's why I'm again and again asking all of you.
No, ma'am,
Okay,
we are replying from that time. Your voice was
okay,
glitching.
okay. Just give me. Now it is okay. My voice, or it now also it is lagging.
Sometimes in
Ma'am,
between it's cracking.
slightly lagging sometime.
It is okay. It is okay. Can I continue with
Now,
that?
yes, ma'am.
It is okay now.
Hello, hello.
Ah,
Ma'am,
Shikhar.
can
Ma'am,
can you
we
hear
have
me?
no
Yeah,
other
ma'am.
choice.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Jyotish.
Ma'am, sometimes ma'am, it's totally blank sometimes. I mean, we
Yes,
can't
Okay,
able
ma'am.
to
okay,
hear
okay.
you
Totally
anything.
blind.
Okay,
From
just a
second
minute.
slide, it was totally not audible.
Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. I will check the internet connection. Just a minute. Okay. Now my voice is okay. Yes. Am I audible to you, Asutosh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Little bit you are
Jyotish?
audible now.
Okay now. Right. I will
Not
continue.
Yes, yes,
totally okay.
yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Can you please tell me, anyone, this thing, whatever I have explained up to this one, all of you have heard that, right?
Ma'am, we have only seen the red color lines. We have
Okay.
actually
No
not
voice.
listened.
Okay. Just quickly, I will tell again. I have told that there are data sets are given to you. From this data set, first thing you have to do, you have to extract a polynomial. Okay. After extracting a polynomial, that how to find out the polynomial? For that, two procedures are there. One is your Lagrange polynomial, one is your Newton's polynomial. That already I have told to you. We have to discuss two procedures here. One is Lagrange polynomial, one is called your Newton polynomial. Okay. After finding out the polynomial, then you have to put the x values and you have to find out with respect to each x value what is the px value. Then you will draw the curve. This procedure is called your interpolation, and the curve whatever you are getting from here, that is called interpolating curve. Okay. Now just see here. This is actually it is a figure given to you here. In this figure, there are four examples are given here. What are the examples? Now just see here. In the first figure here, we are considering 2 points. whenever you are connecting 2 points, that is a straight line. So this is called your first degree polynomial. Means by from these two data sets, whatever the equation means, whatever the polynomial you are extracting, that is called first degree polynomial. One thing, please remember, this first degree polynomial is also called your linear polynomial. Okay, whenever you are having only two data sets, from that whatever the polynomial you are extracting, that is called first degree polynomial or linear polynomial. Now, second case, here 3 points are there, right? Whenever 3 points are there, you are joining that one, then the curve you are getting, that is called interpolating curve, and the polynomial whatever you are getting there, that is called second degree polynomial. Don't worry, in your mind one question is that how to get this polynomial, that we will discuss one by one. Okay, now in the third figure there are four points are there. Okay, whenever 4 points are there, again called your, yes, yes. Okay, now am I audible to everyone? Yes, who is it? Am I audible to everyone? Everyone?
Yes. And some sound is coming.
Yes, I think anyone, please, everyone mute yourself. If you want to ask anything, just unmute. So fourth figure, it is given to you. There are 5 data points are given. When 5 data points are given means it is called your 4 degree polynomial. Okay. Now, this is okay. Always remember one thing: for a given set of data points, n points, if the number of points is given to you n, always remember that the polynomial is order of n minus 1. Already we have discussed here 2 points, it is a first degree polynomial. Here it is 3 points, it is 2 degree polynomial. So point, if the number of data set is n, your polynomial degree should be n minus 1. Okay. Now, so now just see here, it is given to you that the here we'll discuss what we'll discuss. Already I have told to you how to find out linear polynomial, how to find out a Lagrange polynomial, how to find out a Newton's polynomial. Actually, these two are the main thing we have to discuss in this chapter. Linear polynomial is just a subsection of this polynomial. How to find out that one, whenever we will discuss, you can know that thing. It is a standard form, it is given to you, standard form of equation polynomial. If the standard form of mth order polynomial, already you know the polynomial can be written as f of x is equal to am x to the power m plus am minus 1 x to the power m minus 1 up to a0. So this is a standard form how a polynomial can be written. Now, see here all of you, polynomial interpolation of discrete data. Now, what is given to you here? It is that given n plus 1 distinct points, if the n plus 1 distinct points are given to you, the points are x0, f0, x1, f1 up to xn, fn. Obviously, it is up to n means how many data points is starting from 0. That's why n plus 1 distinct data points is given to you. Okay, find a polynomial of degree less than equal to n. Already we have discussed that if the data set is having the n number of data sets, your polynomial degree should be less than that, right? So that is equal to Pn. Then we can say that Pn xi is equal to Fi. Okay, the polynomial Pnx is called interpolant, and the points whatever you are getting there, that is I is equal to 0, 1, 2 up to n, these points are called your interpolation points. So the polynomial whatever you are getting here, that is called your interpolant, and the points whatever used to get that polynomial, that is called interpolation points. Okay, only please remember this thing. Now, whenever we'll a simple example it is given here, that is that now just see that as a first example, find the linear polynomial. It is given to you in the question. You have to find out a linear polynomial P1 which passes through the points. These two coordinates are given to you. One thing, if you have remembered, I have told to you that whenever you are having only 2 points and you are connecting that one, that is a straight line, obviously that is called your linear polynomial. Same condition, whenever you are calculating, you want to get the linear polynomial, how many data sets it is needed? It is only 2. Okay. Now, this is your question given to you. Now, how to find out the polynomial, means how to get the polynomial. It is one simple procedure is given here. Till now, we have not put any method. It is a simple procedure. 2 points, 2 coordinates are given to you. You have to find out the polynomial. Now, polynomial P1 passes through 2 points. As per the question, it is given that find the linear polynomial which passes through these 2 points. So we can write P1 of 1 is equal to -5. P1 of 5 is equal to 3. Obviously, P of X is equal to your Y. In this form, it's written. So P1 of 1 is equal to -5 and P1 of 5 is equal to 3. Now, if P1 is A0 plus A1X, why I have taken A0 plus A1X? Because linear polynomial. So obviously linear polynomial means your degree of the polynomial should be 1. That's why degree of the polynomial is 1 means from this general equation you can say that the polynomial is only containing these 2 terms. Okay. So as per the question, we have derived that if it is mentioned to you that it is a linear polynomial, we can say that your polynomial should be in this form. It is from the general polynomial equation. So at the place of A0 at the place of P1 and X, we can put our coordinate values. Means first thing we can write A0 plus A1 of 1 is equal to -5 as per the first coordinate. Second coordinate A0 plus 5A1 is equal to 3 as per the third coordinate. Now, you are having 2 equations, equation 1 and equation 2. There are 2 unknowns, one is A0, one is A1. So if you are solving this equation, you will get A0 is -7 and A1 is equal to 2. So after finding out A0 and A1, this P1 can be written as A0. A0, how much you are getting? -7. So -7 plus 2x. So P1 is 2x minus 7. Up to this one clear or any doubt? Up to this one, all of you clear or any doubt? If you are clear, please respond so that I will go for the next.
Just
Next
a
one.
minute, ma'am. Just a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am, where do you get this 1 and 5?
Which one? Which one?
Ma'am, from
Which one?
where you get this 1 and
No,
5?
no. This is the question given to you. Data set should be given to you in the interpolation. Interpolation means the data set should be given to you. You have to find out the polynomial from that data set. That procedure is called interpolation. Na? So in the question itself, it is given to you that your polynomial should be passed through this one. If the polynomial is passing through this one, you have to find out what is the polynomial. That procedure, whatever you are doing, that procedure is called your interpolation. It is okay now?
Okay, ma'am.
Can I go to the next slide? Yes.
And P1 is equal to -5 and P1 5 is equal to 3. How is it?
Which one? Which one?
And P1 1 is equal to -5 and P1 5 is equal to 3.
Why? Because first coordinate is what? This is x value, this is y value, na? First coordinate, this is
Yes, ma'am.
x,
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is y. So P of the form of polynomial is what? Px is equal to y. So P of 1 is equal to y, na? So P of 1 is equal to -5 for the first coordination. Coordinate means first data set point. Second one, 5 and 3. X value is 5, y value is 3. So it is P1 5 minus is equal to 3. It is okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can I go to the next slide? All of you clear till this example? Again, please don't confused. Already I have told to you, till now, no procedure we have taken. Only this polynomial you are getting from the standard form. So you know the standard form of the polynomial, that this polynomial standard equation. So from that only we have derived that one. Till now we have not discussed any other procedures. We will start the procedure after that. Okay. So first procedure, approximation, is your Lagrange polynomial. Okay. Now, see here clearly. What is your Lagrange polynomial? Try to understand this one. I will send you all the material. Don't worry about that. Okay. Just first of all, try to understand this, how actually we are getting the polynomial. Interpolation means to estimate a missing function value by taking the weighted average of known function at the neighboring points. That is actually same thing. It is written in a other way, that the data sets are given to you. From that data set, you have to get the polynomial. Okay. Now, linear interpolation uses a line segment that passes through 2 points. Already I have told to you, whenever you are having 2 points, you are joining that 2 points, then whatever the polynomial you are getting from that, that is called your linear polynomial. Already this thing we have discussed. Now, the slope between 2 points, x0, y0 and x1, y1 is, that means this is actually whenever you are having the 2 points here, this one is your x0 and y0 first point. Then here this is given to you x1 and y1. Then the joining this one is a straight line. It is a linear polynomial. The slope of this one should be what? y1 minus y0 divided by x1 minus x0. So slope m can be written as y1 minus y0 divided by x1 minus x0. Okay, so the point of the slope y is equal to, so if it is a straight line, obviously we can write the straight line equation, that is y is equal to m into x minus x0 plus y0. Can be rearranged, that means it is a straight line equation. If you will put the m value here, m value already you have calculated here, then the equation whatever you are getting, that can be written as y is equal to px. Already I have told to you, you are getting the polynomial passing through 1 point means y is equal to px. Just previous form equation, previous question, whatever the procedure we have done, is equal to y0 plus y1 minus y0 into in y0 and y1 minus y0 divided by x1 minus x0 into m minus x0. This term is nothing but your m. You are just replacing m in this equation. Okay. Now, if you are having the values like this, this is your px. Now what you have to do, this is one derivation you have done, that how you are going to the Lagrange approximation method. This derivation is done, okay, by taking 2 points. Now what happened? We have to do for the 2 points. Then in a generalized form, we can see that how it will be written. That thing we have to discuss here. So what you have to do, next step, we are calculating p of x0, we are calculating p of x1. So how to calculate p of x0? Can anyone please tell me what I have to do to calculate, to find out p of x0? Can anyone please give me the suggestion how to get p of x0? Yes. Can anyone please tell me how to get p of x0? What you have to do? P of x is known to you. How to get p of x0?
Put that value on x.
Which
X0.
value? Exactly, at the place of x,
Value.
0. That's it. Okay. You will get the value y0. Then you have to find out p of x1. That means at the place of x, you have to replace x1. Then it will come y1. Am I right? Is that okay? Up to this one, all of you clear? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. So now just see here. This is the equation in a general form. We are having this equation. These are the values we have got it here. Now, the Joseph-Louis Lagrange, actually this method is called Lagrange approximation because the scientist Lagrange has proposed that. Okay, the mathematician Joseph-Louis Lagrange used slightly different method to find the polynomial. He has suggest same thing he has done, but the procedure whatever he has suggest, due to that procedure, a new form of polynomial will get. That polynomial is called your Lagrange polynomial and Lagrange polynomial approximation. So it is used slightly, that is the same equation can be written as, he told that whatever the equation you are getting here, that means this p of x, whatever you are having, if you are taking the LCM from here and do the cross multiplication, then we can rewrite the equation like that, y is equal to p1 of x. Why p1 of x he has suggest? Because he has taken the notation p1 of x for the linear polynomial. As it is linear, only 2 points are there, your polynomial degree is 1, that's why he has suggested that the polynomial notation should be p1 of x. So p1 of x is equal to y0 x minus x1 divided by x0 minus x1 plus y1 x minus x0 divided by x1 minus x1. Nothing has been done, only he has taken the LCM and rewrite this equation. You can check that one, that it will come like this. Okay, he told that, okay, same thing, it can be written like this. Now, if it is written like this, why actually he has told that, he has rearranged that equation? Because he has taken that this, in this equation, the term whatever it is written, x minus x1 divided by x0 minus x1, he has taken that is one term, that is L10x. Similarly, you are having another term, that is x minus x0 divided by x1 minus x0. He told that that is your L11x. Why L? L is means for the Lagrange, and these two values are called your Lagrange coefficients. Okay, so he has just rearranged the equation. After rearranging the equation, he named this value as L10, this value as L11. This L10, L11 are called your Lagrange coefficients. Now, in this Lagrange coefficients, whatever it is given, now if we will find out L10 x0, means at the place of x, just replace x0, then it will come 1. Then L10 x1, at the place of x, if we will put x1, then it will come 0. Similarly, you have to find out L11 x0 and L11 x1. So it will come 0 and it will come 1. Now, if we are finding out these values, now put all the values in this equation. So what you will get now, P1 of x0, just see here, P1 of x0, P1 of x0 will come how much? Y0. P1 of x1 will come how much? Y1. Just see that in the previous slide, whenever we are not using any Lagrange rule, we are getting the same result. Here also we are getting the same result. So difference is that he has just suggest the same procedure of the polynomial in the different way by taking the Lagrange coefficients. That's it. This type of equation, if you are considering the Lagrange coefficients, then that is called your Lagrange polynomial. Up to this one clear or any doubt? Please tell me. If all of you clear, then I will go for the next one. All of you clear up to this one?
Ma'am, this thing can come in examination?
Which derivation will not come? Maybe short questions are coming. Yes, do that one. Okay. Derivation, I don't think so it will come, but maybe some short questions it will ask to you. Okay. All of you clear? Can I go to the next slide? Yes.
Sure, ma'am, we have to write all this?
No, I don't write. I will give the materials. Okay. Don't write. Only final equation write so that we can solve the question. I will tell you which equation you have to write. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, now just see here. The same equation, whatever it is he has derived, That is written as P1 of x summation k is equal to 0 to 1 yk L 1k of x. In a generalized form it is written. Okay. So the procedure, what is the procedure? Procedure already I have told to you. There are points are given to you. You are finding out a polynomial, that is called your interpolation. Okay. Please, all of you, maybe question is asked to you. Listen that. It is a condition that whenever this condition is satisfied, that is called interpolation. Whenever this condition is satisfied, then P1 is called your extrapolation. Please mark on that, because maybe it is given to, question is asked to you, the difference between interpolation and extrapolation.
Ma'am, please repeat this. Interpolation.
Suppose that yk are computed with the yk of f of x. P1x is used to approximate f of x over the interval x0, x1. We called it interpolation. Means P1x you are calculating, that P1x is calculated over x0 and x1. Means the interval is given x0 and x1. With that interval you are finding out the P1 of x, and the P1 of x is passing through all the data points, then that is called your interpolation. Extrapolation is what? Whenever x is less than x0, whatever x0 is value is there, but this x, whatever you are putting, if you are putting this x value is less than x0, or x1 is less than x, means this x1 whatever is specified here, that is less than this x, then that is called your extrapolation. For example, actually here let given to you x0 is 5. Let it is given to you your x1 is 6. Okay. For example, it is given to you that you are calculating P1 of 4. P1 of 4 means 4 is x value. Now x is less than 5, yes or no? So that's why x is less than x0. So it is your extrapolation condition. Is that okay? Question may be asked to you that just write down the difference between interpolation and extrapolation. Clear? Okay. Okay, no need to do that one. That is the same thing. It is written for the n terms. So I will tell you which function you have to write. Okay. All of you now write down this equation. This is the same equation in the generalized form. It is needed to solve the question. Everyone write down Pn of x. Pn of x is how much? Just write down. I will tell you what is how to do all that thing. I will tell you. Just write down the equation. After you have finished up, please let me know. Complete equation.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. Complete. please all of you clearly write the formula, because from this formula only we have to find out the solution. This is very important, this formula. Complete.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now just see here one thing. If we will go for the material, don't confuse about that. Whatever, just see here, I will tell you so that you can understand that. It is P1 of X. Here n is taken 1, means only 2 point data set is given to you. You are finding out the linear polynomial. So that is P1 of X. If we will write it down on the terms of n, so it is just same. Just see here, k is equal to 0 to 1, yk, L, 1k. This L already I have told you, nothing but your Lagrange coefficients. Okay. So it is Lagrange coefficient polynomials. Okay. So L, 1k. Similarly, at the place of 1, if you are finding out n number of terms, then it will be replaced by n. Now just see here. Pn of x is equal to summation of k is equal to 0 to n, yk, L, nk, x. Same thing in the terms of generalized form. Means if you are having number of data sets, there are 5 number of data sets, then capital N is 5. With respect to that, you have to find out the curve. Then this the polynomial of this curve is P5 of x. You can write. Is that okay? Am I clear to everyone? Okay. Now this lnkx is nothing but x minus x0, x minus xk minus 1. This thing, whatever is written here, that in general form it can be written lnk of x is equal to summation j is equal to 0 to n x minus xj divided by summation j is equal to 0 to n xk minus xj. Okay. Now, what is k, what is j, that I will tell you in this generalized equation. Same thing, actually it is whatever written here in a generalized form. Pn of xj, it is written y0 ln n0 xj up to yn of 0, means sorry, up to yn of ln comma n. These coefficients you have to find out. Y value you have to find out. Y value is nothing but your function values f of x. Okay. Now same thing, whatever it is written here, it is written in terms of f of x and the Lagrange polynomials. Okay. So now just see here one thing, f of x0, whenever you are finding out f of x0, that is termed as y0. Please remember all these things, because in the problem we are going to use all that things. Okay. So f of x0 is nothing but the term is y0. F of x1 is nothing but your y1, like that. So f of xn is nothing but your yn. Now in the question, the data sets, this thing is given to you, right? So with respect to x value, you can find out y value. Y value maybe in the question it is not given, only the x values are given to you. Means for example x0, x1, xn, like that. Okay, you have to find out every time y value, y0, y1, yn. How to find out that one? Function is given to you. Function is given to you, f of x. So y0, how to calculate? That is nothing but your f of x0. You have to put x0 value there. Similarly, you have to find out y1 value. Similarly, you have to find out your xn value. Okay. Now, after finding out all that values, this term, whatever it is written, this one and this one and this one, these are called your Lagrange coefficient polynomials. That is depend upon the term which one you want to find out. Okay, so next class we'll solve some questions with that. Then you can understand how to put all the values and how to find out the solution. Up to this one, all of you clear or any doubt, please tell me. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So next class will solve that questions. Okay, just a minute. I am now just sending you the link of your quiz. Please go through that. Check your chat box. And please, all of you, be attentive. I'm just taking your attendance also at the same time. So please be attentive. Abhijit Raut,
Present, ma'am.
Ankit,
Present, ma'am.
Simon, Parthasarathi,
Present, ma'am.
Tanaya Jha,
Present, ma'am.
Asutosh Mitra,
Yes, ma'am.
Nikhil Kumar,
Present, ma'am.
Rahul,
Yes, ma'am.
Ayushman, Ayushman Rai, Chandrakant Gupta,
Present, ma'am.
Atish, Atish, Jyotish Naik,
Present, ma'am.
Pratyush, Pratyush,
Hello.
Anup Kumar, Hariom,
Yes, sir.
Sandeep, Sandeep Mishra,
Present,
Tibikram,
ma'am. Present, ma'am. Sandeep Mishra.
Tibikram,
Present, ma'am.
Smriti,
Yes, ma'am.
Rajiv,
Present, ma'am.
Sikriti,
Present, ma'am.
Sambit, Sambit Kumar, Krishna Murari, Rihan,
Present.
Divya Prakash,
Present, ma'am.
Takun,
Present, ma'am.
Asutosh,
Present, ma'am.
Divya Jyoti,
Present, ma'am.
Shikhar,
Present, ma'am.
Soumya Mahapatra,
Present, ma'am.
Shirshak,
Yes, ma'am.
Ananya Lanka, Smruti Namra,
Present, ma'am.
Khushi,
Present, ma'am.
Nihar,
Present, ma'am.
Blue,
Present, ma'am.
Nikita,
Present, ma'am.
Krishna,
Present, ma'am.
Abhishekar,
Present, ma'am.
F, Anjali,
Present, ma'am.
Priyavrata,
Present, ma'am.
Alisha, Alisha Patnaik, Divya Darshan,
Present, ma'am.
Aditya, Diksha,
Present, ma'am.
Amrit, Amrit, Rajesh, Satyanaran,
Present, ma'am.
Prajwal, Prajwal, Rupam,
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can we leave?
just a minute, just a minute. Okay, I have sent the material for the second chapter. All of you got that one
Yes, ma'am.
in the Google Classroom. Okay,
Yes,
just a second. Anyone who is, I don't know, who is present, but Satyanarayan, yes, Ananya Lekka I have taken, Shruti Mahapatra, Pratyush, Atish. Okay. Okay, you can leave now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Rajesh, Amrit, Soumya, submit. Google form have you submitted?